With a raging move into digital era, businesses have no choice but to diversify to match the world trends. In so doing, this imposes unique technology challenges for any business enterprise. These challenges are a direct outcome of the conventional manual way of doing things that now must fit in the evolving IT ecosystems with respect to operational efficiencies and costs. For this reason, Koseke, a regional IT company, has presented itself to fill the gap, specializing in business process management solutions, document management technologies, automatic data capture solution, mass storage technologies, disaster recovery, and backup technologies.
We decided to come up with a solution that will be able to address the challenges of managing paper documents and processes that involves generation of paper documents.
Essentially, the company is aligned to develop market solutions designed to capture the incoming paper or electronic documents of companies and government agencies. In Uganda, for example, some government ministries and institutions are already benefiting. Managing documents and their contents electronically, share and archive them internally or via internet. Providing businesses with a level of automation that enables quick analysis of content to easily modifiable business processes.
We are partnering with the different international companies in offering these services. High-volume document scanners, we partner with Kodak. You can capture documents of different sizes at different speeds. OpenText is our partner in document management software and workflow software. These are software solutions which helps indexing scanned information, electronic document, in retrieving information, automating the workflow processes. We are also partnering with the EMC and NetApp for storage and disaster recovery. Nengbo, who are our partners in mobile shaving, they offer solutions which actually help organizations to utilize the storage space much more effectively.
Koseke became the first company to offer such a service with a clear vision, opening a new era to digital documentation.
We did the Ministry of Public Service, where we digitized pension documents and also rearranging the documents. We supply the software to manage the documents. That's the pensions documents. We also did PU, where we arranged more than 4 million documents. We also did UNRA, 1.5 million documents. Apart from digitizing, we also sell softwares which can help the clients manage his day-to-day business.
And the key to its success lies in our business and customer values, integrity, and a dedicated team of youthful professional staff.
If you are an SME company or organization, we look at the documents you have. We help you digitize these documents so that you can access them, whether in office or not. The challenges they face, so many documents are lost. Let's say you've asked somebody to go and retrieve a document from a file. After getting the information, they don't take back the document. But when I still have my soft copy, I can still print out the same document I digitized, I scanned, and put it back to the file.
Koseke fundamentally provides a complete range of imaging services utilizing the latest imaging technology. With clear security solutions to prove its position in the market, the company has recently finished a deal with the Ministry of Lands, effectively propelling Uganda's land registry into a digital era. The core objectives of the component was to secure records. Therefore, every document was subjected to a vetting process with support from technical staff at the ministry.
We were able to implement this lands project in a period of 2 years. The project was not only based at headquarters, we had to implement it in 6 other payload sites, that is Mbasaka, Marara, Mukono, Jinja, and headquarters, of course.
The process of converting the paper land records at the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development into digitized data has since been implemented at 6 pilot sites across the country. Though focus has been on land titles, the first component of the project included rehabilitation of large area maps of the project areas. Component 2 was the transformation of the land titles and instruments, and Component 3 was the transformation of the job record jackets.
We received files and documents that have been vetted. The whole instance of vetting was to check up the authenticity of the documents, to ascertain that whatever was to get into the system has the right information. At the indexing stage, after capturing all the data and allocating a unique identifier number for a particular file, a barcode was printed using the barcode machine and attached to a file. This is what a barcode looks like. This is a unique identifier for a particular file. So for easy access or retrieval of the file with a barcode reader, you can just put it over here and to be able to bring up a particular file and the content as it is scanned in the file. Here is where we do the sorting exercise of the files. As you can see, this is a very old file. We were working with files ever since 1908. So you can expect the nature of documents to be very dilapidated and old. So we had to ensure that we straighten all the edges of this file, put it to an order that the information on it can be well captured at the time for scanning. So at this stage, we also ensure that we keep the same order and flow of documents. That's why we do the numbering in the very first instance to enable us to follow the same numbers as we did at the very final stage of filing back.
Consolidation, rehabilitation and conversion of titles and registration documents, job records jacket survey records, and cadastral data and maps conversion by transferring them to digital form was among the key components of the Land Information System project.
After the preparation of these documents, we have to ascertain that we scan by capturing the data as is on the documents. And because it has this unique identifier, this barcode, it means it is in the system. So from there, it goes to sorting. From sorting, he just enters it either by this unique identifier or by block and plot, and it just comes up. Our system is a networked system. Once it surfaces, he has the physical file, which he now starts scanning onto the earlier information that was indexed at the very first stage.
To ensure quality controls at every stage, records were captured directly into the Land Information System in order to avoid the possibility of altering the records by the data conversion staff.
The review clerk picks up a particular block and plot of a single file, then confirms the data that has been indexed at the very first stage. She is able, through the system, to get that information. After ascertaining what was indexed, she goes on to confirm that whatever is indexed is tallying with what has been scanned.
A clear documented process for retrieving files that was in the automation process for public transaction was followed, where a form is filled in respect of every file and attached to the file for easy tracking. In essence, a process of consolidation, vetting, rehabilitation, indexing, barcoding, scanning and finally quality control was followed to guarantee integrity of the information. Under consortium with other partners, COSECE executed its mandate through automate high-value processes.
This project was implemented by different partners, a consortium which was led by IGN France International. The Land Information System had 3 major components: GIS components, the Land Information Software components, which included business processes, that is land administration processes, and securing of land records. So GIS was being implemented by IGN as one of the components. Land information software and processes was implemented by ILS. So we submitted a bid proposal together with the other partners We did the feasibility study, were evaluated to do proof of concept of our capabilities on implementing such a project.
Our records for Mairo were filed in such a way that the titles were separated from the instruments. So we had to merge the instruments and the titles to marry them, and we create one file. For leasehold, it was a bit okay, but they had to be sorted, filed properly, and vetted. We are lucky that we had the consortium of AGN International, which included COSECE, who came and helped us a lot in this process, especially of the indexing and the sorting and rearranging them properly.
This achievement has inevitably encouraged a new interest for businesses that want to achieve corporate agility and efficiency.
The work is going to be much faster. We are minimizing mistakes, fraud, and we are going to serve the client much faster. A search in ordinary days has been taking between 3 to 7 days. Now, after payment, a search will be done within less than a minute. First registration has been taking about 10 days to 21 days. Now, first registration is going to take only 4 hours. The transfer, which has been taking between 7 to 10 days, is now going to take about 1 hour to go through the system, and you'll be able to collect your document. So work is going to be faster.
This, coupled with other projects in the region, clearly explains why COSECE is an essential partner to developing an agile business that can thrive in today's fast-changing business environment.
I've done work in Kenya, in Tanzania, in Rwanda, being a regional organization. And by and large, personally, I'm happy with what they've done, and they have opened our minds. I think they have the competence and the ability to go international. So yes, COSECE, thank you very much.
Perhaps you will be surprised that you may not require that big budget. COSECE brings options. Looking at your business processes from their initial design through to their automation, performance monitoring, and ongoing optimization.
We are aware that there are some institutions which might be facing challenges in budgets for deploying our solutions. We have hosting services. We do provide the hosting services whereby we have already invested in infrastructure, in hardware and software, and you might not need to buy those infrastructure in terms of software and hardware and use our structure for access. And the biggest advantage of these hosting services is that you don't need to have support staff, you don't need to have infrastructure, you don't need to invest in infrastructure, but only pay for services.
Businesses everywhere are having to compete more aggressively while adapting rapidly to change. To succeed, organizations will have to become both more efficient and more agile. COSECE provides the best and possibly the only approach to achieving the kind of agility that is required while touching thousands of lives in terms of employment and tax compliance in the scope of its operations.
We are the leader of electronic content management systems in East Africa. We are specialized in electronic content management systems. For more than 20 years, that has been our core business. We're the first to introduce the solution in the East African region.
The company today has grown a client portfolio including the Ministry of Public Service, Uganda Revenue Authority, National Drug Authority, Uganda National Roads Authority, Uganda Registration Service Bureau, Uganda Bureau of Statistics, Bargain and Company Advocates, among others.
And through that, we have created a capacity, experience in terms of human resource and infrastructure. We have, the technical staff with an average experience of more than 10 years in electronic content management systems. We have infrastructure to convert backfile document to scanned documents. More than 1 million documents in a day, we have that capacity to do that. We have the capacity to do data entry, extract more than 100 forms, do data entry of more than 100 forms using only 5 to 10 staff. And that comes with experience. We think that is our very big strength.